Give me just a second to set this up. Hopefully I won't have to completely mute myself or go totally silent at any point during the stream. So, could also have some internet issues here and there. My internet up here, I'm on the 3rd floor of the building that I'm in, and it's not fantastic, so. Aside from that, it's just a second to set things up a little bit. So, I thought it would be fun, because I'm not gonna get a video out anytime soon. Probably. I thought it would be fun if I did a live stream at some point, but I didn't have any ideas until now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at Sonic merch and comment on it a little bit. And if anybody shows up to the stream to comment, I'll interact, and if nobody does, then I'll get to have fun on my own. And I have VCR on, so I can edit that into a video later without having to deal with the actual hellish nightmare process of making a video. So that's gonna be what I do. So I'm gonna call this looking at Sonic merch for, I don't know, an hour maybe. Because it's gonna be maybe an hour. So I just have, let me show you this, give me a second. I just have Sonic the Hedgehog merch pulled up on Google, and the search results will get progressively less relevant as we go down, as, you know, that's how Google works. And I'll change what I search here and there, just to get funnier stuff, but in honesty, some just regular Sonic merch is already pretty interesting and funny. So we're just gonna take a look at that. What's immediately catching my eye, this is one of the most interesting pieces of Sonic merch I've ever seen. The Shadow the Hedgehog rubber duck. It comes in that little bathtub packaging, I suppose. I cannot for the life of me figure out what is, I don't know what the appeal of this is. I mean, I guess it is kind of cute though. It's a little rubber duck, but it's a Sonic character. I don't understand. I suppose the reasoning is that, you know, these are the more popular characters, but I don't understand why you wouldn't just go for a character that it already is a duck, or a bird of some kind at least. This one's got a full finger. Not even a wing. And I don't know, it has its own uniquely strange charm to it though. I do like it. The Funko Pops are a different story, I feel like. That's frightening to me. They have so many of these Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pops, and not a single one of them looks even remotely appealing to me. Those big beady eyes. I mean, like, they already don't look good on most characters, but with the Sonic characters, because you can still see the outline of where their eyes should have been, it's even more distinctly unappealing, in my opinion. Pez dispensers are weird anyways, everybody knows that, so I'm just gonna skip over them. Oh my god, that's actually so cute! Oh my god, oh, he looks like a little doggy, holy shit. Wait, I'm not allowed to curse on YouTube. So, here's an interesting thing. There's some merchandise of the Sonic movie, but only the original design before they had changed the redesigns out. Which I guess does prove, or disprove rather, the theory that it was all done as a marketing stunt, because they wouldn't have sunk the money into the merchandising had that been the case, but this went all the way out to the merch floor without anybody thinking, hey, maybe this design for Sonic the Hedgehog isn't very good. Oh well, though. The beady eyes on like where the eye socket should be. That's also sort of why I find the bath balls disturbing. I don't know, they look shocked. It's upsetting. It doesn't look right. These are funny. These are really, really funny. I saw a photo of the Shadow the Hedgehog one captioned, or it was on like a shopping page. Somebody had screenshotted it and uploaded it to Tumblr. And it was captioned lesbian jewelry. And I can't think of a better way to describe this. Super plush, rare? If it's rare, then why is it $30? That's another thing that you'll see a lot with Sonic merch, is that it'll say, oh, rare, never opened, mint condition, you know, stuff like that. Makes it sound really important, or like very few people have it. And then you go and check, and it's the value of it is about $15, which is what you would get for it normally. Some of these things are even still sold on store shelves. So I'm not sure. Sonic is the only series I've ever seen where that happens. I don't know if that's a common occurrence. Just a cardboard display? What's this? This looks like a carrier that you would carry a pet around in. What is it? I'm not gonna click on that to go see. Oh, it's like a... Oh, it's like a... Oh, I see. It's like a gift box, like a goodie bag. I see. They used to just have those in plastic bags. I didn't know that they had them in cardboard ones now. That's actually so cute. You would not believe, well, I'm sure you would, but you would not believe how incredibly expensive these tiny Sonic plushes are in store. See, that just can't be real. That's just not real. You're not convincing me that that's a real thing that they did on purpose. What is that? Well, that's so creative. To have him be like mid-spin dash. That's so creative. I like that a lot. That's really cute. I wish that were me. I so wish that were me. Buying everything. I do that sometimes, but of course I can't get everything, so then I have to go and put everything back. Here's where we start getting to the stuff that isn't officially licensed. This is actually pretty cool. When you get into the stuff that isn't officially licensed, a lot of it is actually, in my opinion, a lot cooler than what they would have sold normally with the officially licensed merchandise. And this is a good example of that. I would wear this more so than I would wear a lot of the officially licensed t-shirts. So, apparently you can get a big plastic gold ring that makes game sounds. It doesn't specify how many. Oh, so they did this several times. Okay. Is this lucrative? Do kids like this? Like, kids really enjoyed these electronic SpaghettiOs, right? For them to have made so many of them. Jazwares Toy Fair. That's just a PNG. Okay. What is this? Oh, that's real? Oh, does he hold... Oh, he holds controllers. Oh, that's so genius. That's actually so genius. And he can hold your phone, too. That's actually really cute. Hot Topic. You have any idea how much Sonic merch you can get from Hot Topic? Like, I'm not surprised, but there we go. See, now we're starting to get into the really good stuff. So, on a lot of unlicensed merchandise, what they'll do is they'll just grab the titles of random different pieces of media and just slap them onto things like straps and whatnot. Apparently these little plastic keychains are very cheap to produce, which is why you see so many of them. These are all official though, it looks like. Oh, ooh. How many are there? $10? In stock, really? $7 at Hot Topic? You're serious? Sorry, so the thing is, I will get sidetracked at some point during this stream because I know we're looking at all of the merchandise, but I will go out of my way to look at the ones that have shadow in them. I'm really obsessed with this one because of the fact that his eyes are the same color as his, like, pale skin-toned fur is. It's not flesh, but they're the same color. And you would think that that would mean, oh, maybe they couldn't use white for some reason, but then that wouldn't explain the gloves and the shoes, which they actually look pretty okay, except for the fact that he does have gold rings around his arms for some reason. Definitely weird seeing him look you dead on, too. That doesn't happen in a whole lot of Sonic merch. There's this very interesting blue shadow that I'm really intrigued by. For some reason, a lot of unlicensed merchandise also includes Werehog Sonic, who didn't get a lot of merchandising in the grand scheme of things. Ultimately, I think one of these would actually be cool to have, though. They do have their own unique, janky sort of charm to them. Somebody went and took these very high quality pictures of them in a store of some kind. Moving on. That's not ugly, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Here's somebody's merch collection. That's awesome. I wish I had that. That's awesome. That's kind of hideous, actually. Again, with a lot of the... Wow. Wow, that's cool. So yeah, I was gonna say, with a lot of the officially licensed Sonic merchandise, it's not all the best. Some designs are really cool and charming, and they're things that I would at least wear. But then a lot of the time, if you want to go and find good, like, Sonic shirts with really good designs, you usually have to go and get unofficial ones. This one's really cool, though. Sometimes they can be. Like, that's a very interesting design. I like that. But sometimes they're not. Sometimes there's something like this. Is that officially licensed? Looks like it. can't show that. Wait, I can't show that. Here's some big, what look like officially licensed Sonic the Hedgehog shoes. This one, the tag on it seems a little bit ripped. I didn't know they sold these. They're just as big as you would imagine. If this is anything to go off of. There's an actual foot to shoe comparison right here. That thing's huge. Charming though. Here's a watch with one of the most obnoxious Sonic renders on it. You see this render a lot in modern merchandise, and it's not my favorite. I'll complain about it probably until the day that I die, but oh well. Is this real, or is this like a concept? This looks like it's just a PNG slapped onto the back of a watch. As is the case with this one. This looks like they just took a watch and overlaid it. This one too. Definitely this one. The bootlegging market for Sonic merch kind of exploded after the first movie released. Burger King tie-in. Huh. I have to pretend not to be jealous of the people who get these kinds of... Let me scroll back up. Who manage to get these kinds of figurines on their hands. Because they're so expensive, and I would kill for one. Look at how pretty that is. I'm obsessed. What's really interesting about Sonic plush toys in particular is that going through and trying to find which ones are official and which ones are not is actually pretty difficult. Specifically because when you go around trying to find official ones, they can be just as janky as unofficial ones. And unofficial ones can actually be pretty good. Another thing about plush toys is that if you want one of the really good ones that like it's sold well and they look good, sometimes you will have to pay 104 or so Australian dollars for it. Silver is a particularly difficult one because his merchandise is so inconsistent. And I don't mean in terms of quality, I just mean in terms of how often they actually produce merchandise for him. This is something I'm pretty acutely aware of as somebody who is a fan of the character. It's really difficult to get good merchandise of him. I'll stop looking at it now. That's very interesting. That's very intriguing. I don't know if I like that or not. On one hand, that's a design I don't think I've seen on a backpack before, making his quills and ears stick out like that, but on the other hand, it just looks a little bit weird. That's definitely official. Okay. We're still good, right? Alright. As I said, whoa. Look at that. Wow. That's pretty. Anything with these illustrations on it is going to be good. Hi, Casey. This is definitely one of the weirder expressions. Sometimes when they license out these figurines, they have them in these really weird poses and expressions. And I'm not sure why they do them like that. This is definitely one of those better examples of... I can't think of a situation in which this would be... Why a child would play with this is sort of what I'm thinking. Just gonna scroll past that. Egregious. Unforgivable. This one's also a good example of that. I don't like the mouth on that. That's very awkward looking. Again, these incredibly expensive statues are... I'm so jealous of anybody who has these. Because they're beautiful. Look at how pretty that is. Ultimately, and this is even more so the case now with the resurgence of popularity that the series has seen, they'll slap Sonic the Hedgehog on just about anything you can imagine. So telling which ones are official and which ones aren't, especially with how often they use and reuse the same renders over and over again, can be difficult. So like say for instance, the only reason I know that this is unofficial is because I've seen the background on this before. Just gonna scroll until I see something that catches my eye. Again, with the rubber ducks are a little bit confusing to me. I feel like I understand this one a bit more though, because at least it makes a little bit more sense to make a rubber duck out of a character who is a human. Did it do what it was supposed to? Okay. My internet is not being very cooperative with me today. I apologize. Here, some of my favorite things about bootlegs is when they'll offer these stock images of like completely normal people with the JPEG. Sorry, with the JPEG of the whatever merch image that they're just gonna slap on like a pillow or shirt or whatever. So you have really amazing images such as this one of this happy man in a middle class looking environment with his small dog holding a PNG mashup image far too saturated for the environment with no shading on it of every single Sonic the Hedgehog character, including whoever this is down here. If you can see in the bottom left corner, I don't know who that's supposed to be. Here's what appears to just be, again, obviously this is unlicensed, or I assume it is, just be the Sonic Frontiers cover art slapped onto the front and back of a t-shirt. This is interesting to me. This is the second one that we've seen where it's labeled like 01. Oh, 2001. Because that was their debut date. That's why Amy's is... I see. I'm a little slow. This is downright hideous. This is one of the uglier things I've seen. Why? A lot of these, as unfortunate as it is, a lot of these unlicensed ones feature completely ripped fan art from the internet, and they're just sort of taking images that other people have drawn but like aren't licensed, and it's just fan art. And obviously these creators receive no compensation in return, and that is the downside of unlicensed merch like this, is in a lot of cases you're getting not only lower quality merchandise, but it's probably already ripping off somebody else's work in the first place. That's interesting. Let me take a look at that. Close these real quick. I don't know why it's giving me problems. That's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that on a plushie before, one that covers its mouth like that. Is that due to the posing? Is that intentional? I don't know. I've never seen that before. I don't even know if that's a licensed plushie. Are those racing gloves? That's actually cool. Trying to see anything interesting to talk about, but a lot of it is either stuff we've seen already or stuff that isn't that noteworthy. This is definitely strange. That's official? Why would they do that? I'm not even gonna mention anything about that. Here's again with the Sonic Frontiers art just slapped straight onto his shirt. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Hold on. No, go back. Okay. Funny Sonic the Hedgehog art. 3D. T-shirt, men's children t-shirt, summer 2020 anime short sleeve tees, O-neck, tops, cartoon t-shirts. What? So, this is Sonic Unleashed art. It's a render of Sonic standing out in the middle of a dark alleyway. And they've printed this directly onto his shirt. That's just funny to me. Here's some more of what I think is obviously stolen fan art. Robotnik Pringles shirt. Casey Jordan says, like Minions. Yeah, sort of. Now that is exceptionally cool. What is that? Is that a blanket of some kind? Oh, I want that. That's so cool. Is that IDW art printed onto a blanket? Just Funky Sonic. Now that's cool. That's IDW art printed straight onto a blanket. I don't think I've ever seen... Wow, there it is. I don't think I've ever seen IDW art on an officially licensed piece of merchandise. Ever. Not in my life. I'm sure it's happened before, but... Wow. Once again, had to deal with a complete disconnection. I'm just gonna have to be dealing with this for the whole rest of this stream. I've come to the conclusion that there's no fixing it. What is this? Ride in style with Sonic. What is it? I can't figure out what that is. Sonic in Toys. Sonic Toys and Toys character shop. What? I don't understand what that's meant to be. It looks almost like one of those like potty training things that you give children. Here's some, I think this is officially licensed, isn't it? Yeah. Some officially licensed Sonic straps, and here is a bunch of what I can guarantee is not officially licensed merchandise. I don't know what these are down here. Are these cards? There's a bag with Sonic Boom artwork on it, some pins, some bizarrely designed, and with unofficial merchandise, you can always tell that that's the case because they'll mix the eras, which is not something that they do very often in official merch. So you'll see a classic design next to a modern design, and it's usually just the renders from classic art next to modern art. So we have these, I guess what looks like acrylic keychains. Some, maybe those are armbands, some masks. One of them appears to be an edited image of a render from the Sonic movie, and the other one is just the box art to Sonic Unleashed. There is a Sonic lanyard, what looks to be a collection of stickers, and a string backpack with several different images from the Sonic movie with the Sonic DX Adventure, or Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut logo slapped on top of it. It also appears to have some sort of sensor blur on the O and the N, and I don't know if that's an artifact of the compression of the image or if that's how the bag is designed. Either way, it's strange. You're kidding me, that's official? That is also more IDW art, is that official? So in case you wanted a tank top with Metal Sonic in chains on it. That's kind of killer, actually. Again, so here's what I'm saying about, like, even with official merchandise, they'll kind of just put Sonic on anything. Here's a Sonic the Hedgehog bathrobe. They have them in several colors? This is just a bathrobe. This doesn't even have a decoration on it. Okay. So they're just selling bathrobes now. You're kidding me. That's not something they did. They didn't do that, right? You're serious? I don't see those on the back of these packages. Did they license an Infinite toy? And I've yet to have one? I'm gonna be so mad. Alright, so that's the end of these search results. We've gone through quite a... I'm glad I scrolled all the way to the end of that. What a treat. He looks like he swallowed a bee. That's so cute. I have this. One of my friends found this outside, and when I knew you like Sonic, so I got this for you. I picked it up off the ground outside. It's a pretty decent quality little toy, all things considered. Alright, so... I'm just gonna look through these, see how it changes things real quick. And we're gonna go to bootlegs, because bootlegs are always fun to look at. Let's go with old. Take a look at the old stuff. Okay, so I guess by old they meant very new and recent from the movie that came out only a few years ago. This is why this is part of the issue with the glowing Sonic head. Sorry, that was what? Oh, it's a Chia. That doesn't make sense. Okay. This is the issue though with what? Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. The Comic Sans, the Dare. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. The render from Sonic Lost World with just a black outline on it. That's so fantastic. I kind of have to have that. I'm gonna open the link in new tab and see if it's still in stock. I kind of have to have that. Here's another one. Oh my god. That's so good. That's the best thing I've ever seen. How many of these are there? There's so many of these. You can get it in hoodie form too. That's fantastic. I guess when I put in old, or when I clicked on old, it may have interpreted it as meaning the old design for Sonic in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Because all of this merchandise is very much not old. Okay, this kind of is though. I'll give them props for including the classic designs. Orca whale. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. 5 things that should be in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. Orca. Oh, yep. Awesome. Alright, so before the Sonic movie came out, there was a fan-made movie that offered us a sort of like hyper-realistic, fuzzy Sonic. This looks almost exactly like that. It wasn't particularly fantastic, but it was like groundbreaking for the time. A lot of this is not what I would describe as old, especially because I've seen a lot of old Sonic merch and none of these are it. Also, a lot of things on here are things that I can still very much find in stores. What is going on here? What is this? Okay. So here's something that, like, at least looks vintage. Like, they're trying a little bit to show us accurate search results. What? I wish I understood. I need the Joe Rogan podcast shirt so bad. It's such a popular shirt that it's not, like, funny anymore. There's no shock value to it, but I do still need it. There's so many different variations of it. For Jacob. Yep. Now we're getting into the really good stuff. 3, Andrew. Sticks. You see a lot of sticks on unlicensed merch. Why is sticks here? Sonic with red eyes? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay, no. It was JPEG compression. I was like, wow. What? Oh, I thought that was like Sonic Riders on a phone case printed onto a shirt. No, that's cool. I don't care if that's official or not. That's so cool. Wow. I'm not gonna zoom in on that. Just know that I did see it. What? Okay, so yeah, baby Sonic. So for some reason, the marketers at Sega thought that this was the cutest thing in the world and that it was their baby Yoda, it was their baby Groot. They had just one marketing. It's not even he's not even cute in the movie. It's not even just like a marketing error. It's not cute in the movie either. Are these Sonic Advance stickers? That's actually cool. Some Sonic Riders renders along with some regular ones on some pins. That's how you know. This very weird Sonic the Hedgehog logo. It's very clearly fan made. The old Sonic logo with a new movie render but slightly edited slapped straight on top of it. And it said Sonic Spring Autumn Boy Girls Cute Clothes. Is it clothing or clothes? I can't tell. Hold on, it'll show me. Yeah, clothing, sweatshirt, top, pants, clothes set, baby girl outfit, clothing sets. It's pretty cute, actually. Alright. That I'm fairly certain is officially licensed, and that is probably vintage. Here we go. Yeah, see, now we're getting into this stuff that's like, okay, that's actually what that means. There's another one with that weird logo. Where did that come from? There's like a weird red background on both of these. Just strange. Just strange to me. I don't know where that logo came from. That's not like a parody of any other logo. Obviously somebody had to have edited it to look like that. I almost want to see. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Oh my god. I have to keep that forever. I have to keep that with me forever. I can't ever let that go. That's so beautiful. He's like a sad worm. Oh my god. What do you even make of that? That's the scariest. Oh my god, there's another one. With like the weird lopsided eyes. Oh, that's so beautiful. It's got the same thing. It's got the weird like lopsided eyes and it's got the sideways arrow mouth. That's so charming. That's genuinely so charming and cute. Okay. So we're at the end of that. I'm gonna go ahead and search bootleg in front of this now. So we can make sure we're looking at the really good stuff. Okay, here we go, yep. That's awesome is... one thing I do respect is when they just outright say bootleg. Right there in the title, as you're about to buy it. $85. Is that bootleg? Huh? Is it? That just looks vintage to me. These big mascot costumes are super cute as well. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Yep. That is amazing. So that's an edit of Cream made to look like a cat of some sort. It's next to a weird spaceship, and then that's Sonic with no quills, pointed ears, a weird dot on his forehead, red gloves, spikes on black shoes, and some sort of metallic thing in his chest. That's incredible. The amount of work that they went into for that. Is that bootlegged? That doesn't look bootleg, that looks official. So cute. Wow, that's really cute artwork. This I can't even be mad at. Why would you not love this? I love this so much. I have no comments. No notes, nothing. It's perfect. That is a bootleg, isn't it? Very obviously. There's that really famous one. Everybody is super aware of that one. Here's Sonic and the Black Knight with the Shadow the Hedgehog logo edited to be blue, but then there's the symbol right there in red instead. that's so good. What? What is this? What am I looking at right now? So this is... I can't even parse what I'm looking at. This looks sort of like Sonic Boom Sonic, but that's not... That's just that... What? There's two different colors of this. There's two different color variants of the same. And anything with Sonic EXE on it is obviously unofficial. That's actually really funny. See, what am I looking at right now? Is that it on its own packaging? They just took a picture of it and just slapped it on the packaging? There's just something there's something so captivating about this. I don't know what to make of it. Okay, look at this, look. Look at this sad dog shadow. This sad puppy dog Lego shadow. I'm saving all of these to my computer permanently, and I'm never gonna get rid of them ever. Not ever once in my entire life. That's so perfect. Ooh. Ooh. Is that official? That's not official. That's not official. That can't be. That is so cool. What? That is so cool. That's insane how cool that is. I've never seen anything that cool before. Not ever in my life. Of course, whenever you're looking up bootleg anything online, you're only going to find images of people who have correctly identified it as a bootleg, because obviously no actual bootlegger is going to intentionally go out of their way to mention that something that they produced is not official, because the whole point is to trick you into thinking that it is, or at least into not caring. That's really wonderful. I would buy this off of somebody for $200,000. Look at the weird metal Sonic as well. Does that come packaged in with the scary mask? Try not to laugh too much. What on earth? Huh. Okay. That's just a bit cluttered. It's kind of really hard to tell what's going on there, and the design of the font with like the pop art design of Sonic, that just doesn't work very well. I don't know what to say. That's just not good. Here it is again. Here's that weird variation of the logo again. That was never official, was it? I've never seen that before. Look at that. I've seen this like 6 times already now. Killer Bee. So, there's a Sonic render edited to look like some sort of strange bee. There's some more of that. That's so good. It's like he has a parachute for the back of his head. He's like a stingray. That's so cute. That's wonderful. Again, a lot of these I truly have no notes. I couldn't think of anything better in my wildest dreams. That's not bootleg, that's just homemade. That's so cute though, that's so sweet. What? That's an official Mega Drive. So, what? I thought I saw something different for a second. Ooh, that's fantastic. This is a piece of artwork from Sonic Battle, chiseled poorly into a piece of plastic, and then very badly painted on top of, and then sold as a keychain. That's wonderful. There's Sonic with some sort of fencing sword. Okay, I have one of these. Is it fake or is it not fake? I have one of these. Millie handed me one of these personally, and by handed me one of these personally, I mean I saw that she had it and physically ripped it out of her hands because I'm a really good older brother. And she'll get it back when she pays me something of equal value. And that's how you do a ransom, everybody. That's not true. Don't demonetize me. I'm not monetized, but don't demonetize me. That's not true. I know this is probably official, but that's such a funny pose. Why is he mad at you? Sonic Fighter Sonic 3 Game Boy Advance. Sonic Adventure Instruction Booklet 7 with a big 7 on top of it for Game Boy Color. Here's a pink Sonic EXE. Fuzzy with what looks like a Chaos Emerald. Is that bootlegged? That's so pretty. I like the crooked nose that a lot of these plushies have. Like the crooked sideways nose. I guess because they have to stuff the noses individually. Look at that T-mouth on Tails. This one has Tails left looking like a Crash Bandicoot character of some sort. And I'm not even sure what this is meant to be. It seems like a lot of this is part of a whole page called How to Avoid Fake Sonic Merchandise. Should I go looking at that or should I just go ahead and keep? I'm gonna try and keep scrolling. Google search results because I don't know what I'm gonna see. You know how I see bootlegged a lot? For some reason, I see a lot of Knuckles. I guess because he's easy to model? I'm not sure. See, so here's some immediate red flags. This is Shadow, tinted red, poorly, might I add. Here's a very frightening Knuckles onesie. Sort of bug-eyed and strange. Red Sonic. With like a fringe on the front. What? Oh, it's a tail. See, a lot of these are already pretty good examples. Like, this is just an image from Archie slapped onto a shirt. Oh, that's a little scary. That's a little scary, actually. His arms are so much shorter than every other part of him. Shorter than his torso, even. He actually looks kind of like an echidna here. That's incredible. The tail, yeah. I'm so fascinated by this. Is this on purpose? Why would they ever do that? Why would you ever do it this way? Knuckles dress. Is that a fan-made pen? That's a fan-made pen of Tikal. That's so pretty. Why, what did you say? I forgot how delayed YouTube's chat is. Yeah, I delay it on purpose because otherwise, when I disconnect, it's going to shut down the entire stream, and I'm having god-awful internet problems today. The problem with some of these bootlegs is that quite a few of them are just pretty unremarkable. It's an image slapped straight onto a shirt. Like with this one. Buy Hippie Cloth K Youth Boys and Girls Sonic Knuckles the Echidna Fashion Short Sleeve T-shirt online at lowest price. Buy-in, you buy Bahrain. The serial number. That's just Knuckles. Here's another instance of Shadow labeled as Knuckles. This is Shadow Sonic Riders render, is what looks like a sticker. And I'm not going to lie to you, I would purchase that. A lot of the older bootleg Knuckles merch is an attempt to cash in on that very racially sensitive "do you know Doe" meme from back in the day. So I'm not going to be engaging with that either. Here, alright, so this is very funny. This one too. I guess I just decided that I needed to be in a new tab, but I'm not scrolling down to that. So when they just slap these PNGs straight onto a mask, print them straight on, for some reason they don't even a lot of times bother to crop it correctly. So you'll get like a half shot of Knuckles the Echidna's very detailed face straight on your COVID prevention mask. That's wonderful. That's hand stitch. Wow. Again, here's another just straight rip taken probably, again, straight off of Google Images. This one is interesting. It's an interesting render. For some reason, there's this trend among Sonic bootlegs of like birthday boy shirts. Why on earth you would want a shirt to forever immortalize turning 6? I mean, I understand if you're a 6-year-old, that's not something you think about it. But, you know, the parents should at least. Knuckles is bootlegged a lot. We saw a lot of bootleg sticks already for some inexplicable reason. Shadow is bootlegged pretty often. So we're gonna take a look at that too. Oh, already. This is beautiful. I would buy everything on here. I would buy their whole stock, every single thing here. Everything I'm looking at right now. That's how big that is? That's how large in comparison to a human being that is? That would be like my centerpiece at the dinner table. Pinata. If you want to beat the shit out of him. If you want to beat the snot out of him. Can't say that on YouTube, I just forgot again. I think Styx might have more bootleg merch than actual official appearances. I was saying that earlier. For some reason, she's not even in licensed merchandise that often, but you see her all the time in bootleg merch. A lot of times, for some reason, in place of Amy. I'm not sure why. I keep seeing images of the Shadow backpack that's literally sitting right behind me. It's like seeing your best friend's face on the internet. Is this... do I know this artist, right? Like, I already know this artist? Is this just some artist that I'm already familiar with? They took their art and printed them straight onto a jersey? Can we alert them somehow that their work is being printed onto jerseys at Sonic Merch? Here's a really good one. Surrounded by lightning, Shadow the Hedgehog on the back of your t-shirt. This is great. Is Hot printed straight on the front of the shirt, or is that a marketing thing? If you ever see me scroll past something that it's like, hey, can we take a look at that? No? This is really cool. This is one of my favorite shadow renders. On a checkerboard background. I don't even know what that's meant to be. It's really cool though. Yeah, we all have to censor ourselves today, huh? Here's another interesting one. This is a render of Sonic Battle? Is that it? Or is it just a drawing meant to look like Sonic Battle? I don't remember. But colored white instead. It's actually quite nice. I want one of these so bad. Like, I know I'm very, very aware that it's bootlegged, but I still want one so bad. I want a full Shadow the Hedgehog onesie, more than anything. There's Eclipse labeled Shadow. Again, with the Joe Rogan podcast shirt that I really wish I had. One thing that's amazing about this is that this is like official. To my knowledge, this is official. A real t-shirt. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. Isn't that just the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? I reverse image searched the fan art one and thought it was from Archie. I'm pretty sure I know who the artist is, though. I just don't remember their name right now. They have that distinct style to them, though. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, so I know for a fact that these are really, really expensive now. That is so beautiful. I want one so bad. I want one so bad. That's so fantastic just as a design. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try and be master of the search engine right here. There we go. Mm-hmm. Alright, so, I can be your angel or your devil. This is some of the most egregious art mixing I've ever seen in my life. This is the Sonic Adventure DX Sonic render with the Shadow the Hedgehog render. And it looks just as good as you would imagine. Two completely different rendering styles and artists. Keyboard ASMR? Yeah. I would have like noise cancelling on, but for some reason it just messes up my microphone. I don't know if I would print that on a children's shirt. I'm not going to lie to you, I would not print that on a children's shirt. Here's a really good one. So this is some sort of a gradient illustration of Sonic in a weird field with sun and meat flowers with gradients in the background, and for some reason his shoes and gloves are completely blood red. And like, you know, these people make money off of these bootlegs because you'll see children like come into Walmart or something like this dressed in these sorts of clothes and carrying around these sorts of items. So you know it works. People do get money off of it. I'm really obsessed with this Just Sonic Riders Zero Gravity wallpaper on a shirt. Blaze and Yoshi Explosion shirt. Yes. Yes, that's so good. That's so good. Blaze and Yoshi Explosion. More of whatever is happening here. This is just kind of hideous. Very stretched 2020 New Summer Baby Boy t-shirt, Sonic Hedgehog series 4 children's t-shirt, children's girl coat. Just Sonic Heroes background stretched to unbelievable proportions. Here is what is happening right now. Here is a stage from Sonic Heroes, it looks like. I don't remember which one it was called. I haven't played Sonic Heroes in a long time. With a very poorly cropped, very low resolution render, I don't know if this is official or not even, of Sonic with a piss yellow, sorry, I can't say that on YouTube, with a funny pee-pee yellow border outline. It looks like they didn't even turn the anti-aliasing. You can't even tell whether it's supposed to be the front or the back of the shirt. Here's the Sonic Rivals box art. Just on a shirt. This is some sort of fan art just on a shirt. This is some of the most fascinating stuff. This is one of the oldest wallpapers I've ever seen. And they just put Metal Sonic on top of it. Here's Sonic and the Black Knight wallpaper stretched to unfathomable proportions and slapped on top of a shirt. This isn't official art. I know for a fact it's not. What's going on here? Why is he half green? Does anyone know? He's watching movie eating popcorn in the middle of blue, weird canyon desert. Here's a frame taken from the movie of Sonic being licked by a dog, put sideways, and they put it on a shirt. And and somebody bought that. Somebody has, statistically speaking, absolutely 100% has bought that before. Somebody probably bought this too. People are like spending money to buy this. Somebody is online seeing some of these shirts and going, you know what? I've got to get that for little Timmy. Little Timmy's gonna be torn apart in school. Don't you care? Don't you care about him? This is like the 5th time I've seen this render. I also do wonder who sees that and thinks they need that. They need that shirt right now. Like, this is coming from the guy who would die and kill for the Joe Rogan podcast shirt, so you shouldn't take everything I say as official opinion, but this one's definitely weird to me. This is some sort of black hole Sonic, where all of his blue has been completely removed, and it's just the basic features of him slapped onto an image of space. Here's just some Sonic channel art. Straight on a shirt. Not even that appealing a background color for it. Couldn't go into Microsoft Paint and change that. So in case you want some sort of brown shirt with shadow on it. This one has 1 star. I almost don't even... 1 star shirt. I guess it's because Tails is cropped out. That has to be why. Here's like a baby shirt, but it's just got Sonic right on it. Fast Cool. Is this official? Don't tell me this is official. It is. That's so bad. That's so bad. What's this? Here's some Sonic X fan art slapped onto an incredibly garish yellow shirt. Sonic Generations. Purple shirt, Sonic Riders Tails on top. There's nothing else to say. What is happening? What is happening here? There's nothing else to say. Sorry. Sonic Generations on top of yellow shirt. There's just silver there now. Didn't even remove the backdrop off of him. I mean, at this point, you could fill an entire wardrobe with these. And you would be out of your mind, but you could do it. These are official toys. These are official, right? Like, I'm almost positive. Questionable post-fate, yeah. The Sonic EXE merch is always interesting to me as well. Wow. Look at Blaze's proportions here. Look at Rouge's face. Look at Knuckles' face. Look at the two different instances of Sonic EXE for me. And then now look back at Blaze's proportions again. What an absolute massacre this is. So these bootlegged Sonic keychains were pretty popular, huh? Because I'm seeing a lot of them, and it seems like either this one person really likes to take pictures with theirs, or there are just a lot of them around. Wow, what? I kind of like the pink one. That's kind of a serve. But what? See those anyway, please. The further we get from what I want, the better. Alright. Dabbing classic Sonic. That's great. I don't know. I can't explain what I would do for these. Oh. Mine. Mine now. Mine right now. Mine right now. Here's Sonic and Crash Bandicoot on a hoodie. Low res JPEG. Sonic and Crash Bandicoot on a hoodie. Here's the Chaotix being taken over by the Void on a shirt. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to take a minute. There's a unique degree of excellence, I think, to Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt print cartoon kids clothing. And this is the print cartoon kids clothing. Again, and you know there is a very high statistical likelihood that somebody has seen this and decided, yes, I need that. I need that for my child, now. Sonic the Hedgehog, this classic Sonic the Hedgehog character. You know that classic Sonic the Hedgehog character. Papyrus the Hedgehog? I can't show you that, but that's so funny. Please just look for 5 seconds at what I'm looking at right now, but I can't show it, but that's so funny. This is a really good one, also. That's also really good. I've seen children walk into my place of work, or my former place of work, wearing things like this. Their parents buy them, and they have them wear it. And sometimes it's something like a really obscure Sonic character. I saw a 6-year-old come into the store one time wearing an image of Mighty, but stylized to look like it was from the Sonic movie, on a shirt next to an image of Tails and Sonic. Of Mighty, the armadillo. So that's how you know. You know, people really do buy this. For money that they earn. I suppose because official Sonic merches love the gendered Sonic costume with the skirt. Yeah. That's, well, so you have boy Sonic clothes and girl Sonic clothes, and if you want girl Sonic clothes, you do have to put a tutu on. I'm sorry, that's just how it works. You do have to put the tutu on to make it girl Sonic. Let's try Amy Rose merch. But I'm gonna search it as Amy the Hedgehog to make sure we get as far from official as possible. Yep, there we go. Do they mix them up with Knuckles? I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't. So with Amy, we might get... Yeah, so here we go. 5 Eleanor. So I was gonna say we might get some more female-oriented bootleg stuff, because Amy is like the token little girl purchasable character. Now that is the kind of thing I would have worn at that age. Rusty Rose. There you go. Slap her on a shirt. Slap her on a shirt next to a weird magenta ring. It's perfect. Whoa. One Amy. Why on earth would you do that? What exactly is the appeal? I'm gonna scroll past the stuff that I don't think anybody should really have to see. Here's another one! It's another one with the weird... You can't see it, you can barely see it, but here's another one with the weird logo on it. Where... This one's got like a glowing tutu in it? I see. That one of Rusty Goes Hard. Yeah, it really does. It is actually kind of a serve. That's actually so cute. It's a little baby costume designed to look like Amy Rose. Wow. Now that's cute. That is something I wouldn't judge anybody for buying. I can't believe they haven't officially licensed that, to be frank. And you gotta be careful searching stuff with literally any female Sonic character in it, no matter how not an adult she is. So I'm gonna be scrolling really fast. I'm gonna be scrolling really fast and really consistently. Can I click this now, please? Thank you. Let me click it now, please. Thank you. Because I do kind of want to get off of this. Alright. Here's this really funny... Are those bunny ears on top of... Those are bunny ears on top of the hedgehog ears? That's so funny. And she's got a little shopping basket. Oh. This is really good too. Is this again? So in the case of this, you would think, oh, this is bootlegged, isn't it? No, this is just an official shirt. That's the level we're at with the official merchandise. Just slap the renders on a weird background, put them all there. You know, it has to be official because it's the actual lineup of girl characters that they always market to little girls instead of little boys. This one is interesting. Bizarrely colored Amy Rose shirt. Here's 5 Jessica. Here's 5 Emily, and very, very, very shocked 6 Marcus. Terrified 6 Marcus. Okay. Now this I would buy. This I would buy, and I would put everywhere I could possibly put it. These are the Sonic Advance? No, it's the Sonic Adventure. So these are the Sonic Adventure renders right on top of her shirt. At least they had the decency to keep the art style and era consistent. Again, birthday girl shirt. Do you wear it to your birthday party? Do you get it for a child on their birthday? Or do you have a child wear it to their birthday? Which is the intended use? So I'll about tuck it out of that. I'm not sure what else I could look up that would be as entertaining as we've already got. So, thank you for coming to looking at Sonic merch for like an hour. I don't know. It's actually been a little bit longer than an hour, nearly 2 at this point. And I'm hungry and I'm tired. So I'm going to turn off the stream. Thank you for coming so much. Thank you for staying, if you stayed. And I will stream again maybe once the next blue moon. Am I having internet issues in the middle of my own goodbye speech? Is that what's happening right now? Okay. Anyways, thank you for showing up.